Nintendo Wii, the very bane of my existence. Well, I mean, it's not that bad, I guess. You can do a lot of things with it. Yeah, I hate this. I hate this. There's a lot of other things you can do with it, you know? I mean, hold paper down. You can do a lot of things. There's something I can do with this. Emulation on Genestation. Hello everybody and welcome back. Today's episode is clearly a review for this, but I think I just wanted to get started with this whole video series I'm going to do. It's called a video series. Yes, a video series about the console I hate most but love the most. Well, stay tuned and you'll understand what I like about it. Talking about the Wii today. Definitely not the Wii, but we're going to talk about a controller. Maybe not specifically for the Wii, but you can use it on the Wii. Let's take a look, like we do here. Hello everybody, and you know how we do it here. We take a look at the box first. So this is clearly a My Arcade Super Gamepad. Now, I've been looking for something to play my retro games on that felt retro, because nobody in their right mind would enjoy playing anything with this. So I went ahead and hunted one of these down at Walmart. They had them at Walmart. I've only seen them on My Arcade's website until yesterday, so I definitely had to grab it. First things first, what's the box like? You get their thing that they write on everything. Super Gamepad wireless controller with turbo feature. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how to use turbo, but it's on there. So they advertise this for the SNES Classic Edition, but if you look closer, NES Classic, Wii, Wii U, they're not afraid to tell you that you can use it with everything. Nintendo is, though, because they want you to just buy everything because they like to sell stuff. Moving forward, just normal box stuff, nothing too fancy. It tells you what it includes: Super Gamepad, wireless adapter, in the user guide, features and stuff. 27 hours of playing. That's interesting. Play up to 25 feet away. I don't know anybody who has a room that big where they're going to be playing retro games, but what do I know? And it actually features a home button, which is pretty sweet. And I'll get into why that's pretty sweet in a moment. Box, get out of my way! And here we have the gamepad. Yes, it did come with the adapter. I just didn't show that. It's very small. It feels funny. It feels a little funny. This isn't how I would hold a SNES controller. I would actually hold it more like this. But as you can tell, we got these handles, which is fine. It's not a huge problem. But let's take a look at this controller. So pretty much button layout is SNES controller with a turbo and a home button. Start and select stuff. Compartment where you put batteries. Somebody stole my batteries. Just put that back on. And it has a micro USB port, left and right, and well, two buttons that I don't think you would normally use those. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of a different controller. So yes, this is a wireless controller, but it is not a rechargeable controller. You're either going to have to use batteries or plug it in, and I do not suggest plugging it in For whatever reason, it causes a bunch of lag in your game when you're playing, and it sucks. But overall, this feels pretty good. The buttons actually feel a lot like a Super NES. Actually, so much so that it just feels like home. I guess my only complaint about the build is these handles and it being really small. I mean, look at that. Where's the controller? And I don't like the triggers. They feel really cheap. Yeah, these feel like they're going to break. I wanted to do a size comparison to really show you how small it is. So first of all, a wavebird. Big old wavebird. It doesn't seem very small, but it feels really small. This is like the bulkiest controller I own besides the Duke, which I'm not even going to put on screen because it's so big. But you know, these are heavy. This is one of the more comfortable controllers. I personally like this one a lot. You know, I used to use this a lot, but as you can see, it's not really a retro layout. This is not comfortable to play. This is a little more comfortable. So that's bigger, obviously. Let's take a look at the Wiimote. This is super heavy, actually, compared to this. Even with batteries in this, this is like 3 times the weight. And here is my Player 2 controller. No rubber. You know, whoever wants to play with me can play with me if you're feeling lucky. Punk. And then additional size comparison, a 3DS, you know, I mean, but guess what? This is still more comfortable than that piece of junk. But I wanted to show one more thing, something else I'll be reviewing. The Nintendo NES Classic controller. Nothing feels more accurate than this, to be honest with you. Size-wise, it's about the same size, but again, this is way too light. This feels like nothing, dude. It's crazy. This is heavier, and this is a wired controller. So, put the pieces together. But how do it work, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you how it works. You plug this adapter into your Wiimote and you use it. And I'm gonna show you right now. Alright, I thought it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense unless I showed you. So, let's get to it. So here we have my menu. The issue with this is you can't surf the menus with it, but that's not a big problem. So as you can tell, I got the Homebrew channel, and we got the Super Nintendo. Let's just go ahead and click on that. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. We got volume? Big volume? So here's where you can start using the gamepad. First thing I want to mention is it's not working, which is magic. Oh, there it goes. Maybe. No, oh. You see that? There it is. I push a button and it just goes nuts. I think this is because of the turbo. So let's push turbo and see what happens. And we're only making matters worse. Oh, and we're actually getting some movement now. So, my biggest complaint with this controller is it's iffy if it even works at all. We'll just put that down and use the Wiimote. Makes sense. So, let's have a look here. Maybe? Maybe. And it's broke. Yeah, a pretty annoying thing that this controller does is when you plug in this, it literally blows it up. So you pretty much end up having to fight everything to actually be able to pick a game in any of the menus, but I'm not going to blame it too much because this is an emulator and it's not meant for that. So let's go ahead and try to unplug it and retry. Maybe that'll solve some problems, right? So we finally find the menu, and now I can cruise it. Yes, I knew that's how that was. I just wanted to show you the problem. When you're surfing through this, it does move rather quickly because I don't know why. It'll blast through like every game on your list and be really annoying. So we're gonna go back to the menu. And let's see what we got here. See, now it's working. So let's pick... Oh, yeah, there it goes again. Yeah, it does that sometimes. We're gonna try a Tetris game. Maybe. Probably not because it has a mind of its own. Oh, it is Tetris. So it's just not game menus, it's in-game menus as well. As you can tell, I push it once and it likes to fly through everything. It's a pain in the neck, but let's give it a chance. Let's just play some Tetris. Okay. Oh, there it goes again. I don't know what to tell you. It's a dangerous game. We'll play on easy since I'm on. Oh, you have to like push it, let go as fast as pop. Ready? No, I'm not. So this is what am I playing? Look at that. This is not good. This is not a great game to do this with because, as you can tell, it just kind of flies up and down. See that? I don't know what. Okay, this is not the best game to test. So let's try Super Metroid because I know how that game plays. It's gonna work this time. I mean, I could play on my save file, but let's just start a new one. Okay. Start game. So far, so good. Yeah. While we're here doing this, let me show you something. You push the home button. On this emulator, you can go into game settings and go to button mapping, which is valuable, maybe. SNES controller, you can pretty much choose what button layout you want, and then you can also go back, controller, pick your controller, and then you can pretty much just set up every button on here, and it's really nice. Skip. So here we are. I am actually having some issues with jump, which I thought I was crazy last night. It's only a slight issue, I guess. I think it depends on where you put the controller receiver, which is pretty much, they lie to you on the box then because they say, what is it? 25 feet. Right, 25 feet, you know, cause, well, let's look for some things to kill, right? We'll see if it's bad. Just walking along. That works, moving. You know. Oh no, dead people. I hate it when that happens. Okay. Things are working pretty well. No complaints yet. What's this? Oh, that's a big boy. Ow. I'm gonna kill Samus. Let me out! Let me out! Run. So I mean I can run pretty well. Fair enough. No. Can I jump? On the fly. Okay. It's working better now. And that's just it. Why does it work better now than it did before? Honestly, I don't really have any clue. It's like it needs to warm up or something weird. But let's try a different game. This will be the ultimate test. Menus are working okay. If you don't play as Raph, you're a loser.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Okay, so this will be the test right here. Okay. I think we'll just stop there, because that's it. So let's talk. Is it good? Is it bad? You know, it's really not good. If I'm being completely honest, it's not good at all. It's hit or miss. It's either going to work or it's not going to work at all. It's either going to blast you through every menu screen, or it's going to not really do anything at all. At one point, we're flying through all the menus, and then the next point, I push a button and nothing happens. So at the end of the day, do I like it? Do I love it? Do I despise it? Well, I think it's something you can get used to. I don't love it, but I'm going to use it for a while. Maybe my feelings will change and I'll do a new video talking about it, but as of right now, I don't know, man. I gotta keep playing with it because I'm not feeling it. I'm not jiving with it. I don't know what the issue is with it. You know, I'll push a button and something won't happen, or it'll be slow and laggy, and I don't think it's an issue with this. I think it's the controller itself. I think they got really cheap contacts in it or something, because you push a button and nothing happens, and the remote dongle is right in front of your face. I don't know what to tell you. There's something wrong with the controller itself. It does work better with batteries. I've tried using a cable. It's not very good. Would I recommend it? Probably not, to be honest with you. It doesn't do its job very well, and when it does, I don't know, it's strange. It's weird. If I were you and I was looking for a wireless controller, I would stop where you are because there really aren't very many good ones except for 8-bit Do. 8-bit Do. My arcade doesn't do a good job, and neither did Nyko. Nyko's controller actually just falls apart, so there's that. Just get an extension cable for your SNES Classic and call it a day. That's what I would say, because me personally, I'm not liking this one. It's not doing it. It's not doing its job. So I don't like it. And I think that's the end of this video. So if you liked it, leave a like. If you hated it, dislike it. I mean, either way, you're giving me attention, so I don't care. I don't. Hey, thanks for watching. That's all I got for you. I'll make the next video better because that was disappointing.